Joining me right now is Texas Congresswoman and member of the Homeland Security Committee, Mayra Flores. Congresswoman, it's good to see you this morning. Thanks very much for being here. Assess the situation for us at the border, and what is your reaction to these migrant buses showing up in big cities, in sanctuary cities in the country?
Well, we are at max capacity here in South Texas, and the humanitarian crisis happening here is not just a South Texas problem. This is an American problem. And we do need New York, California, and all these sanctuary cities to step up and help us here in South Texas. We're hurting tremendously. We have been completely abandoned. And like I said, we are at max capacity. We need help. We can't do this alone. So it is time for them to step up.
Well, I want to get your take on what others are saying about this, because Kamala Harris was on late night TV last night, and she was asked about the border by Seth Meyers. She's turning it around on Republicans. Listen to the vice president last night.
And I just think it's an absolute dereliction of duty. If you see a problem, and if we agree that we need to address it, then if you're a leader, participate in a solution, because we are offering solutions. But instead, this gamesmanship with real human beings who trust us.
Congresswoman, your reaction?
Well, to be honest with you, I am sick and tired of her. She's completely useless. She's never cared to come here to South Texas and come and see what her policies and the Biden administration's policies are doing to us here in South Texas. She needs to come to South Texas and see the reality. And how many more immigrants have to die for her to come to South Texas and care for us, to care for immigrants? Humanitarian crisis is hurting all of us. It's hurting immigrants as well. If she wants to help immigrants, if the Biden administration wants to help immigrants, if Vicente Gonzalez wants to help immigrants, why not focus on the legal process? Let's improve the legal process to allow good people that want to come here to accomplish the American dream to work hard. We want immigrants to come here, but legally. So let's focus on legal immigration, not illegal immigration, knowing it's funding criminal organizations, the cartel, knowing that these women and children are going through abuse. How is that helping immigrants?
Yeah.
How is that helping the American people?
Well, I mean, do you think they actually understand the constituents that you're talking about? I mean, we've been looking at polls, and it does appear that Hispanics, Latinos are leaving the Democrat Party and favoring the GOP, partly because of this issue. And I'm wondering if you see a tin ear when it comes to actually speaking to these populations. Here's a soundbite of Katie Hobbs. She's running for governor of Arizona right now. Watch this.
So there's not one specific lesson you could share with me, other than Espanol with you. It's 1/3 of the state.
Yeah, yes, absolutely. I mean, I think there's many lessons. The emphasis on family values, hard work.
She had no answers for what she's learned from the Latino community. Your thoughts on why you're seeing a movement from this voting bloc?
Well, the Democrat Party has completely abandoned the Hispanic community to cater to the far left that is anti-God and anti-family. South Texas, the Hispanic community has always been pro-God, pro-family, all about hard work. That is just who we are. It's in our DNA, and we want border security, and the people want us to start focusing on them. My constituents want me to focus on our district, and I am obligated to do that. You know, I want to focus on the people that elected me to be in the position that I am in, and we're focused on this humanitarian crisis and not focused on the people that elected us to be in the positions that we're in. And I'm 100% focusing on Texas 34 and putting my district first.
So the question becomes, what do you do about it? Oregon has joined more than 20 states who are sending National Guard members to assist agents overwhelmed at the border. I want to get your take on what the answer is, because Michigan Democrat Congresswoman Debbie Dingell was on in the program earlier, and I asked her who's to blame for this crisis. Here's what she said. Is your statement that the fentanyl problem did not get worse under Joe Biden?
My statement is fentanyl is a real problem in this country, but drugs have been a problem. We've had a war on drugs since Ronald Reagan.
Things have accelerated under Joe Biden because of the wide open border. Agreed?
We're all trying to work on the border.
So what do you think? She says the drug problem has been around since Ronald Reagan.
Wow. She's obviously doesn't understand what's happening here in the border. And again, they're playing politics with human lives. We're talking about over 300 people that die every single day because of fentanyl. Our Border Patrol agents are focused on the humanitarian crisis and not able to stop the fentanyl that is coming into our country, that is killing our children, our youth. This is something very serious. This is something that both parties should be working together. But again, they are playing politics with human lives, and we have to put an end to this because this should not be political.
So are you also looking at the policies that have sent you out of the Democrat Party and into the GOP? This morning we're learning that Tulsi Gabbard has left the Democrat Party, denouncing it as an elitist cabal. You were able to turn over a seat that was held by Democrats for 100 years. What's going on in terms of people moving away from the Democrats? Is it the same Democrat Party that you know and grew up with?
No, it's not. I was a Democrat. I also walked away from the Democrat Party. My father was a Democrat all his life and walked away in 2020 because the Democrat Party has gone so far left. They just no longer stand for our conservative values or care about the American people. They've completely abandoned us. Again, they are playing politics and not putting the American people first. And it's not about, for me, it's not about a political party. We need to start putting the American people first. It's time we do that.
And Mayra, we should have pointed out that your husband is a border agent, so he's in the thick of things every single day. What is he seeing? Does he have enough support? I mean, agents tell me that 70% of them in many times are in buildings processing people rather than actually doing the job on the border because they just don't have enough. I'm also told that there's 15,000 border agents overall, and that compares to what Joe Biden wants to be 166,000 IRS agents. So you see the priority of this administration.
Correct. We need 87,000 Border Patrol agents instead of 87,000 IRS agents to secure our borders. Our Border Patrol agents are going through so much. They're not able to enforce the laws that they took an oath to do so. So it's very frustrating because we have the laws already that Congress put in place, and our Border Patrol agents are not able to do that. And it's time that we enforce the laws that Congress passed.
Congressman, it's good to see you this morning. We will be following all of this and keeping a spotlight on it. Congresswoman Mayra Flores, thank you so much.